Morning. About 7:45. I just dropped my son off at daycare, and I wanted to make this video because I posted in the Reach for Raw group that I was gonna put my juice fast on hold because I was having some concerns with my health, and I just wanted to explain that a little bit. Basically, I have lupus, but I also have I was diagnosed with a heart murmur when I was a child, and for the most part it's caused no ill effect or no symptoms or anything, except before my son was born, so more than 10 years ago. I met a friend at the mall here for coffee. We went to Starbucks because she was working at Starbucks at the time. So we went to Starbucks. I had a large caramel macchiato, or a large caffeinated beverage anyway. Had that, and then about 15 minutes after I drank that coffee, my heart went into this irregular heartbeat, and it was really weird. And it wouldn't stop. It just kept with this arrhythmia. So I look back upon it now, and I'm like, I should have just called 911 from the mall, but no. What does Sandra do? She drives her car to a medical clinic. All the while, my heart is still in this arrhythmia. So I drive to the medical clinic. I go in, and the doctor tries a few things like bearing down and a few other, things to try to get my heart to go back into a regular sinus rhythm. Nothing was working, so he decided he needed to send me to the emergency room. So he called an ambulance. I went to the emergency room. I was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, and I was in that rhythm for many hours. I was given medication, wasn't working. They gave me the option of shocking my heart. I didn't want to do that. So anyway, gave me the medication, and they sent me home. It was like that, came and went. Next morning I went to work. I was working as a waitress at the time. Went to work, still had the arrhythmia. And then all of a sudden it just stopped. Just went, my heart went back to a normal sinus rhythm, and I've never had an episode like that again. But I do get heart palpitations, and I did see a cardiologist after that, and was diagnosed with mitral valve regurgitation. So basically, blood pools in my heart, in the atrium. And when you're in atrial fibrillation, it's like the chamber is quivering, and then all of a sudden it'll go, and then you'll get this rush of blood that gets pumped out of your heart. And when you're in that arrhythmia, it's very your heart is just pumping like crazy. It's, you're dizzy. I was feeling very dizzy, short of breath. No, not having any pain, but just really feeling really weird. So anyway, I've noticed once in a while I'll get, I'll have these heart palpitations, and usually there's nothing really concerning about it. Oftentimes I'll go into like a short little run of AFib. It might last for maybe 15 seconds. It's very short. If I change my position, or if I'm laying down, I'll stand up, and it goes away. Nothing really to worry about. But what I've noticed lately, and it started even before I started the juice fast, was that I've been getting these heart palpitations every day for like a week now, or maybe a week and a half now. I get these heart palpitations every day. I feel a little short of breath, but really nothing else otherwise. So I was thinking, given my medical history and the fact that I am on medications to suppress my immune system and medication for lupus, both are for lupus, but one is for the kidneys because I've had the nephritis, the kidney failure. I think that I should be a bit more responsible before I decide to go on like a juice fast or any kind of fasting. And I'm a little concerned that I'm having these heart palpitations every day because that is not how I usually am. Usually the palpitations are very kind of random, like once in a while type of thing. I know that there could be many causes for heart palpitations, stress being one of them, and I can say that I am under a lot of stress right now with my husband working out of the province, and I'm juggling a full-time job, taking care of my son and taking care of the house. I've got a lot on my plate right now, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to my husband being here and being very involved with everything that happens at home. So yeah, I feel like I'm under a lot of stress, and plus we're deciding on moving to Alberta, to Edmonton, and just trying to sort all that out. We just bought a condo like 2 years ago, so trying to figure out if we're going to rent it or sell it. Just lots going on right now that I have weighing on my mind, and our finances aren't the greatest, and the usual stuff that we have to deal with, but the extra stress just isn't good for someone, number one, who has lupus, because it can bring on a flare, and stress is not good for your heart. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with me. So I thought that it might be best if I were to just make an appointment to see my doctor just to get everything checked out. She'll probably just run the usual follow-up tests to do with my heart, like maybe send me for an echo, for one of those 24-hour Holter monitors, and I'm gonna ask her to send me some blood work just to check my electrolytes, because I know that your electrolytes, if there's an imbalance, it can affect your heart rhythm, and it could be something simple like that, like my electrolytes are out of balance, which in all fairness, with following a vegan diet, that isn't too far-fetched. Sorry, I'm just backing into my parking spot. That isn't always too far-fetched to have an electrolyte balance when you're making changes to your diet, right? So I just want to make sure that everything is okay. I think that's the most responsible thing for me to do. But however, having said that, I made a bunch of juice yesterday, and I have 7 pints and a quart. So I don't want that to go to waste. I made a juice that has some sort of bok choy, cucumber, carrots, apple, beets, lime, parsley. What else is in there? Ginger. That juice is not my favorite, I'll be honest. It's very earthy. And I drank about 8 ounces this morning. I don't know if I'll drink the rest. I like beets, but I'm not sure if I'm such a big fan of them in a juice. I would almost rather have pickled beets or, steam them or something. So I might just take the rest of my beets and find a recipe, like a pickling recipe, and just make some pickled beets instead. And the other juice I made has watermelon, spinach, lime, and mint. That one is pretty good because of the watermelon. It almost tastes like a fruity mojito kind of thing. So it's good. So I'll drink that. I did eat last night just because I wasn't feeling well. I was having a lot of palpitations, and I was nervous that I was depriving myself of, fiber, and I don't know. I just was a little worried last night, so I thought, oh, I should just eat something, and I ended up feeling a bit better after I ate something. Um, who knows? Maybe I shouldn't be doing a juice fast. Maybe I should just be focusing on eating, plant-based, whether it's high raw or, cooked vegan type thing. Um, and just stick with that. I know that I'll still get to my goals. It might take it's not going to change my goals of what I want. Um but I want to do this safely, and I want to do this the right way for me, and to be all honest, although I was very excited about doing the juice fast, I am not really that into it right now. I don't know. I'm not really into it. So that, paired with what the health concern that I have, is kind of telling me maybe this is not the right thing to do. But I mean, I do feel good otherwise, like energy and all that. I feel good otherwise, but I just want to make sure that I'm not putting myself in any unnecessary risk by doing this juice fast. So I just want to make sure I clear it with my doctor before I continue. And then if she says everything is okay, and go ahead and do a juice fast, maybe I'll start it up again and do like maybe a 14-day cleanse type of thing. I won't do like a long cleanse. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how things go. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that little explanation of, what I'm doing and why I've decided to put the juice fast on hold. I know that I still have all of your support, and I appreciate that. Oh, my friend Lucinda's here. Anyway, I gotta go to work, so I will talk to you guys later. Bye.